Good evening. Wow. It's unusual for me to be posting a 5 p.m. Video, but I decided to show you what's going on in Renee's tiny kitchen today. So I had bought some salmon on a plank, which I've had before, and I just love it. And I also got this bunch of, look at that, asparagus. And they're so tiny. Look how tiny they are. They're going to be so tender. So my asparagus plank, excuse me while I reach for a paper towel here, was supposed to soak for 15 minutes in hot water. That is doing it right below here in my sink. And I am supposed to pat the asparagus as dry as possible because I'm going to roast it in my oven, and they say having water will make it maybe more steam, and yeah, I like mine a little al dente. This is my Pinot Noir. I'm having a good evening, a nice evening, a little glass of wine. So, according to the Pioneer Woman, so I'm going to give credit where credit's due. I mean, I've made this on the grill, but I'm using my little electric oven. First of all, because I can use the heat in here. It's a little cool today in Southern California. This should probably be in a thinner layer, but I'm just going to cook it a little longer, and I'll just give it a toss with some tongs. So what do I need? I need some olive oil and salt and pepper. And then towards the end, I'm going to toss it with Parmesan. So stay with me. Just going to grab that, those items that I need and get my salmon over here too. Doesn't that look good? I know it's not like fresh cod or anything, but I just love it. I didn't used to like salmon, so I've come a long ways to eating a healthy fish. So we're supposed to drizzle some olive oil on here. I think it would probably be good if I, stick with me. Started my oven up too, which is right here. I'll give you a quick little, that's how close it is. So I'm going to put that, I think, on 400, and I'm just gonna, preheat. All right, back to the task at hand. So we've got some olive oil, some salt. Actually, that was pepper. This is salt. I'm going to give this a little toss. I should be able to tell texture-wise if there's enough olive oil and or salt and pepper on it. So far, it's seeming fine. Maybe I'll even offset some of these so the spears are going in one direction on half of the pan and in the other direction on the other. Okay, so these are ready. These are, look at that, how simple was that? These are only supposed to take like 10 minutes, maybe 15, but I'm going to say 10 in this little oven because it cooks really fast. So I'm going to slide that up on top of the oven while we're preheating. Then, hold on, I just tripped a little breaker, so hang with me, folks. This is only going to take a second. Sometimes when you get too many electric things going at once, you trip a breaker or two. I think it was just two. All right, we're back preheating the oven. So, back on task. Done with the salt, done with the pepper. Now I'm just gonna reach in here and grab my plank that's been soaking for 15 minutes. I don't want to start any fires, even though I'm prepared to handle one if one would happen, and I'll show you how. coolest thing I ever found. And my kids are getting it as Christmas gifts. All right, it's that simple. There's my salmon. There's my asparagus. I'm gonna give this a toss. Since I don't think the oven is preheated yet, I'm probably going to give it just a few more minutes. So, I think I'll just have a sip of my wine and tell you about my day. Today is the day that I work in the bingo hall, which is a lot of fun. Great ladies and men that come to this event. And it's so much fun to watch them get bingo, win bingo. I mean, I think today was pretty good jackpot for our small 55 plus community. It was $95. So that was exciting. So basically I set up for that, and then I did have to set up 4 tables with probably 18 chairs or so for dot painting. Maybe many of you don't know what that is. I didn't either. I'm not a part of that. Well, because I'm working, but I did sign up for the hiking club, so more to come on that as hikes become available to me. All right. So good. Let me just make sure that these shelves, I'll turn you so you can see. I feel like I've showed you this oven before, but if not, I got this off Amazon. It's called the Galons. That's what I'm calling it. It came with all these cute little pans. I have a little round pizza pan. I have these two. But I do think I want to move the racks, which is a cool feature. Because that salmon's maybe a little thicker than I thought it might be. And I actually have the oven set at convection, so I'm going to put the asparagus on the top rack. I just love it. It's like reliving your childhood with your easy bake oven. Isn't that fun? So I'm going to make sure the timer's right where I want it to be, the temperature's where I want it to be. And now, folks, we're just going to give it 10-15 minutes to cook. So I might have to do some flip-flopping of the asparagus. And when it comes out, I'm definitely going to hit it with some Parmesan cheese because I really love that. So stay tuned. The final meal, I guess I'll show you, because that's all I'm going to have is asparagus and salmon. I'm sure I won't get through it all, but I'm going to enjoy it just the same. Oh, I did work out at the gym today too. I don't know, can you tell? I'm working on my arms. Hopefully I'm getting somewhere. So I'm just going to show you this. It's probably been, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes, but I'm just giving the asparagus a little toss, a little turn. I did have a little taste, and I can tell you this much, for my taste, it needs no salt. And it is already sort of al dente. So like, I don't know if you can hear that crispiness. Oh my gosh. Either I'm just incredibly hungry or this stuff. I know good food when I taste it. I don't think this stuff's even going to need Parmesan cheese. So since I referenced the fact that, you know, a kitchen fire, they are possible, I wanted to also reference my preparedness. So this is called a Prepared Hero Fire Blanket. It's just a Velcro and zip. Out comes the blanket, and you throw it on your fire. I'm not going to wrap it anymore because I think it is fiberglass, so it can get irritating to your hands if you think you want to play with it, which obviously I learned the hard way. But Prepared Hero Fire Blanket, so much easier than trying to figure out how to run a fire extinguisher. Even though I have one, I'm telling you, I'm going for this. Much easier. Okay, waiting on the salmon. So I did decide to get some grated cheese to put on my asparagus right before I eat it. And it's a 3 cheese blend of Parmesan, Romano, and Asiago. Doesn't that sound good? The reason I'm wearing these crazy prescription sunglasses is I've lost my glasses and I don't know where they are or when I'll find them. But I will say, thankfully, I have an optometrist appointment next week. Worst comes to worst, I'm going to have to buy a pair of readers. It'll work. Anyways, these are working for now. I'm going to check that salmon.
We look like other money managers, but we're different.
You can't be that different.
We are. We have a team of specialists not only in investing, but
I guess you don't really need to listen to the news with me, but I just want to show you this delicious dinner as I get ready to plate it for myself. Look at this salmon on I'm guessing it's some kind of a cedar plank, but look at that. It's flaky, it's tender, it's steaming. I'm gonna be honest. I can't wait. Hopefully it holds together while I put it to my plate. Well, not really, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to eat it anyway. Oh, I love that. See that crispy brown? See that crispy? That's a seasoning on the top. So good. All right. Now I'm going to get a bunch of celery. Not celery. Pardon me. Asparagus. I saw green and I eat a lot of celery, so that's why I said that. All right. The pièce de résistance is I'm going to, come on, sprinkle a 3 cheese blend of Parmesan, Romano, and Asiago. Look at that. You want to eat that, right? I want to eat that. Have a great evening, folks, and just do life simple. This is so delicious. But you can't watch me eat. That's not so cool. Have a great evening. Appreciate you all.